Hello, this is Maciek, the diligent linguist. Today I'd like to take you through the first day with the expert version of Polish Up. I will focus on the cards that people see on the very first day with the expert version of Polish Up. But yeah, some people are scared to see the number of 108. What? Do you want me to study over 100 flashcards daily? No, that's not true. The thing is that each card actually consists of 3 sides. So the software miscalculates 54 as 108. And it's not even 54 words. It's actually 27. Because by default, I ask the software to test you on translating the Polish words into English, as well as provide the Polish equivalent when you are given the English term. So we're going to switch it off, and I'm going to show you how to do that first. So we've got review settings for nouns first. We're going to switch the review reverse off, and we're going to change the number of cards from 30 to 15 so that everything matches. We will repeat the same procedure for verbs. Wrong choice. Review settings, don't review reverse, and 4 cards instead of 8. Then adjectives, review settings, don't review reverse, and 5 instead of 10. Adverbs, once again, don't review reverse, just 1 item daily. And miscellaneous items, once again. Let's just translate them let's just try to recognize the Polish words. We will not be translating them into from English into Polish. We will just be trying to recognize the Polish terms. And well, the backside of the card will feature the English terms. Okay, now you see 27.
Panowie,
okay,
panów.
let's get to it. The first word we've got here is pan, and immediately you need to deal with a very specific category, with a very specific subgender, because pan, I wonder if you know the word. Pan is a masculine personal word. You see this little guy here, and it's got this navy blue color. We've also got very specific plural forms. Panowie, dwaj, trzej, czterej panowie. And then from the group of 5, from 5 up, we've got panów, 5 panów. So what's that word? We could display the Polish translation, the Polish explanation, I should have said. Mężczyzna, mężczyzna, pan, mężczyzna. What does it mean? Well, let's open the second part of the flashcard with the hints, where we know that the word connects with the word łysy. Łysy. Łysy is bald, hairless. We've got the female counterpart, pani. Oh, and that's a woman. And we already know that pan actually means a man, Mr., Sir, gentleman. We've also got some more specific terms, such as mąż, husband, or pan młody, bridegroom. And I'm not going to go over all the different associations. They are here for you. They may serve you so that you can you can get some sort of contact with the words that you are about to learn a little bit later. Remember that all of these words are featured in Hurra po polsku textbook, so you're going to see them in the book. Some of them perhaps just once, some of them 50 times. So it is the job of my flashcard set to start with the most common and the simplest forms, so that you feel more comfortable as you're making progress along the consecutive chapters of the course book. All right, what's that word pan? Yes, it means a man, okay, a gentleman, sir. All right, let's get to the next card. Tam.
Tam.
We've got the word tam.
Tam.
And whoa, we can see that underneath this stripe there is a long explanation. Let's have a look. For the more advanced learners, w miejscu, które jest dalekie. All right. We can also see that this word was classified as an adverb. And yeah, we could kind of classify it as an adverb of place, even though it behaves a bit like a pronoun, because it does not specify a particular place, but it does indicate a location, lokalizacja. All right. So having a choice between nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs, it was closest to an adverb, because tam means there. Okay, and already with the words pan and tam, we could make a pseudo sentence. Now, it would not be a grammatical sentence, but a kind of kids style sentence, something that we can expect in books for children trying to learn to read in Polish, for 5-6-year-olds. So we could say tam pan. There is a man over there. Tam, there, pan, Mr. Tam pan. There, man. There is a man over there. So not fully grammatical, not useful in writing, but communicative. Just 2 words, and we can already say something. Let's continue. Ten, ta, to, ci. And now we're dealing with another pronoun, which I had to classify together with adjectives. Well, because it mostly behaves like an adjective. What is this thing? Well, it's like a pointer, like an indicative, okay? It means taki, który jest blisko, the one that is close, the one that is near. Because it means this one. And as you can see, there is a dedicated word for a masculine object. We could say ten pan, this man. However, if we wanted to say this woman, we would say ta pani. If it was a baby or a child, we would say to dziecko. Dziecko is the Polish word for child. And for the more advanced among you, we've got the masculine personal plural, ci panowie. Remember the word panowie, gentlemen, in the plural form? Like dwaj, trzej panowie, 2, 3 gentlemen. Well, this is for the more advanced among you. Ci panowie, these gentlemen. All right? So, yep, this one. And the base form always points to the base form. I mean, the form at the top when you're dealing with adjectives and pronouns that behave like adjectives will always first show you the masculine form. But in the leader and expert versions of Polish Up, you will also see the feminine form, the neuter form, and the non-masculine personal plural form, as well as the masculine plural form. And these will be needed for those among you who are almost about to finish the A1 level, or perhaps you're already studying at the level A2 or even B1. Let's continue. Być. All right,
Jestem.
the first verb
Jesteś.
that we've got here. To be. And we've got the first, look at the arrows that are pointing towards you. If you were studying with a mobile device, these arrows would be pointing in your direction. Jestem, I am. Jesteś, pointing away, like as if you were pointing to a person you're talking to. Jesteś, you are. And, well, to be, to exist, istnieć, egzystować. And yeah, it's more general than trwać, to last, okay? Because it just means to be, not just to last for a specified period of time. And yeah, it means to be, all right? And
Do.
yeah, all right, the first preposition, do. Do. So, do.
Do.
W kierunku jakiegoś miejsca, in the direction of a particular place, which means to. It's a preposition. It means to, towards a place. And, I should have mentioned, before we had this word być. So, we had the word tam, there. So we could have made a sentence, jesteś tam? You are there? Which is basically the question, are you there? And I've completely forgotten about that one. So, these words are quite useful already. Rok.
Rok. Lata. Lat.
Lat. Jeden rok. 2 lata. 5 lat. We can see that it is a word related to time. We can see that the icon here indicates the domain of the word. It is a noun related to time, and it is a masculine inanimate noun. So it refers to an item that is not alive, but grammatically it's still masculine. So you see the blue color here. Now, it means 365 dni, 365 or 366 days, rok, year. This word means a year. So, 2 lata, 2 years, 5 lat, 5 years. And we had the word 10, this one, 10 rok, this year. And yeah, we've got a little phrase that we can build.
Sam. Sama. Samo.
Okay,
Sami.
good one. Sam. Kids often say ja sam, ja sama, if that's a girl talking to us. Bez nikogo innego. Who among you is advanced enough to understand this explanation? Well, let's get to the hints. Sam often goes together with the word dom. Interesting. And it's the opposite of razem. What is razem? Razem is together. So the opposite of together is alone, solo, without company. So kids will often say, ja sam, I will do it alone. I will do it without anyone's help. Or a girl will say, ja sama, I'll do it alone. Okay, don't help me. Or using the word być, to be, we had the form jestem, I am, and jesteś, you are. Jestem sam, I'm alone. Okay? If someone asks us on the phone, okay, like, I need to talk to you, are you alone right now? Okay? Because perhaps it's a private matter. Okay? Jesteś sam? Are you alone? Okay? Or perhaps we want to offer our company. Like, jesteś sam? Are you alone? I'll drop by. Let me visit you. So, let's continue. What's the next word?
Dawać. Dać. Daję. Dajesz. Dam.
Dawać,
Dasz.
dać. All right, very important one. We can see the 2 hands and an object in these 2 hands. And this time we've got the 2 base forms. One is the imperfective one. One refers to the action in progress or a repeated one. And one refers to the perfective form, the one that is performed just once and most probably completed. So let's listen again.
Dawać.
Dawać,
Dać.
dać. And then we've got the forms when we're talking about me or you performing the action multiple times.
Daję.
Daję,
Dajesz.
dajesz. So I give, you give. Or I'm giving, you're giving.
Dam.
Dasz.
Dasz.
I will give, you will give. Well, you can see that technically these completed actions in these forms can be used to say that you will have completed an action in the future. we've got basically the two present forms, whether it's the present at the time of speaking, the present progressive, we would say in English, or the present simple. Well, you've got quite a lot of forms here. Przekazywać komuś jakąś rzecz. To pass some item to someone. Well, again, this one is for the more advanced among you. Okay, the opposite of dostawać, the opposite of get. So many people learning English, so many Poles learning English have problems with the difference between get and give. And here, we've also got this problem when you're trying, people trying to learn Polish or have this problem that which one is get, which one is give. Dawać, dać, to give. Dostawać, dostać, to get. Like we've got dawać credit, to give someone credit, give someone a loan. And we could say dostać credit, to get a loan. Unfortunately, here there is no such relation. I need to update the flashcard set. So in order to give something, we need to have it first. So this action must be preceded by having, mieć, to have. So feel free to experiment to check out all these relations. You will make more of your daily routine with the Polish language. All right. Tak. All right. Tak is yes. Right? Słowo oznaczające potwierdzenie. The word that means confirmation or approval. So it's a participle. And it's an affirmative.
Pora. Pory, pur.
We've got an abstract term related to town. We see that it's a feminine noun. And we can also recognize a lot of feminine forms by the fact that it ends in A, which is the letter A in the Polish alphabet. Pora, pory, pur. Now, these plurals are not going to be very useful, but they exist and they are grammatical. What is this pora? Określony czas, a specified time when something is happening. And we've got a lot of relations. It's a general term. It's an umbrella term for data, date, dzień, day. Carnival, or rano, morning, święto, holiday, festival, wieczór, evening. What is that umbrella term related to time? Well, it just means a period of time, a time period. It may be part of the day. Pora dnia. We'll use the word dzień here. It could be season of the year. Pora roku. Season of the year, rok. I believe rok is top on the list. I believe we may see the word rok, which means year, even today. I'm just not sure. Okay, so pora dnia, part of the day. Pora roku, part of the year. It means a specific period of time, a season, part of the day, part of the month, and so on. What's next?
Wspaniały. Wspaniała, wspaniałe,
Now,
wspaniali.
I remember that Hurra po polsku, the textbook, introduces the word świetny first, which means great. Wspaniały is closer to excellent, bardzo dobry, wyjątkowo udany. So very good, particularly successful.
Wspanialszy,
We can see
najwspanialszy.
that this time we've also got the comparative. Wspanialszy, more excellent. Najwspanialszy, the most excellent, the greatest. And it's a bit more general than doskonały, perfect. Ekskluzywny, so luxurious. Or fantastyczny, fantastic. And it's a value of quality, jakość. And so it's an adjective of quality. Again, the picture here matches the first of the tags. You can also see the matching colors here. And it means excellent, magnificent. Like I said, the first word that you're going to see if you are if you use the Hurra po polsku textbook is going to be the word świetny. But it's basically a synonym of wspaniały. You could also say rewelacyjny. So wonderful, terrific. Let's continue. To. Fantastic. To. This. It's another way of indicating things. To. Okay. And to, which we can use as to pan. This is a man. To pora. It's the right time. It's that part of the day. But we could also say this is. To pan. This is a gentleman. A kind of simplified way of communicating in Polish, but still, functional, possible to use. To rok. It's a year. Simple, kids kind of language, but still not wrong. So I have classified to as a verb because it behaves like an action word from time to time, okay? And I marked that it's always going to function as if it was in the third person, so there is no first or second person. It's not technically a verb, but it behaves like a verb of existence, all right? To pan, this, a gentleman, but a proper sentence would require a proper verb like to jest pan, this is a gentleman. However, for the purpose of just getting the first experience and classifying this word, I placed it among verbs, even though it just behaves like a verb of state. All right.
Sok. Soki, soków.
Soki, soków. Produkt do picia, product for drinking. Okay, sok owocowy. Sok means a juice. So we've got a fruit juice, a juice composed of fruit. It's a bit more specific than napój, beverage, drink. So sok is a type of napój. And we could use the word sok, the previous word to. Sok to napój. Sok is a kind of napój, okay? So juice is a kind of beverage. Sok to napój. Sok jabłkowy, apple juice. Sok pomarańczowy, orange juice. And it's a type of food. And it's masculine, grammatically, and it's not alive, it's inanimate. All right.
Dany. Dana. Dane. Dani.
I do not usually hear beginners using this word, but it is useful. It means a specific one, particular one, a given something, okay? So it is similar to the word ten, this one, this specific thing. So dane means a particular something. So yeah, particular. Dany rok, a given year, okay? Dana pora, a given season or a given part of the day. And it just means a given something, a particular, a specific something or someone. It's also similar to the word następujący, the following. Następujący, następująca pora, the following season. All right.
Grać, zagrać. Gram, grasz. Zagram, zagrasz.
Zagrać, to play. All right. And we've got gram, I play, I'm playing. Grasz, you play or you're playing. Zagram, I will play. One time, okay? One time in the future, I will play. Zagrasz, you will play. Yeah, brać udział w grze. Take part in a game. All right? And the time of playing is called gra. It means a game, a particular instance of a game, a situation when we're playing something. The subject participating, the person participating in the game is gracz, a player, right? And we can play statically without moving, without much motion. We don't want to, of course, that's not very active, that's not something positive. But the word statycznie, statically, is, is an adverb that goes together with the verb grać. We've got related word gra that we have already seen, game. We know that, again, the activity of grać, to play, is performed by players. And, well, we've got a common example, grać w karty, play cards. All right, to play a game, to do a sport, 2 in 1.
Dzień. Dni.
Now,
Dni.
we have already had the word pora, a particular time period. Now we have had the word rok, year, and now we've got dzień, day. Jeden dzień, look at the plurals. 2 dni, 5 dni, the same. So, czas od wschodu do zachodu. B1 students, A2 students, you can translate it. I hope you can. Time from the sunrise until the sunset. All right, dzienny, daily, a form derived from the word dzień. What kind of days can we have? Pochmurny, cloudy. We can have 1,000 days, 1000 dni. Urlop, holiday. Okay, the time when we are not at work. Dzień wolny, a day off. And among more specific terms, jutro, so a day that is tomorrow. Okay? And we've got parts of the day, południe, noon, midday, rano, morning, and wieczór, evening. And we see that dzień is something more specific than pora, which is like time of the day. Or dzień itself, it's a part of, let's say, a week, and so on. So pora, it would be more general. Dzień is a more specific term, which indicates a day. And daytime is related to słońce, the sun. Day or daytime. Dzień I noc, day and night, because we can see the opposite, noc, night. And pay attention, even though noc does not end in a, does not end in the English letter a, it's still feminine, so be careful.
Mały. Mała. Małe. Mali.
Mały, mała, małe. Okay, small, basically. Nieduży, not big.
Mniejszy. Najmniejszy.
Smaller. Najmniejszy, the smallest. So the opposite of duży, big. And we've got the comparatives once again. We've got the equivalent. Instead of mały, small, we can say nieduży. So not too big. Okay? And it's a value of size, rozmiar. A very useful word when we're going shopping for clothes. All right, mały, little. When we're at a restaurant, you remember the word for juice? Sok? Mały sok, proszę. Small juice, please. And it will be perfectly fine. Pa.
Pa.
And we can double it as pa, bye, or bye. So it's a pozdrowienie. It's a specific type of pozdrowienie, which means, well, giving someone our regards, greeting. And this one is basically a farewell expression that we say as a form of goodbye. So, yeah, it's an informal farewell remark.
Pani.
We
Panie.
have seen
Pan.
this one already. Pani, pan, Mr., gentleman. Pani, a woman, a lady. Okay? Kobieta. So that's the word for woman, pani, lady, and a very nice way of addressing a woman. Dwie panie, 5 pań. So it's the same as kobieta as we had. And it was also, we see a relation that we have already seen when we're dealing with the word pan, that both pan and pani are elements of państwo. And państwo is a very interesting word that means Mr. and Mrs. Yes, I know that the more advanced among you will say that państwo also means a country, land. But here we're dealing with the meaning of państwo as a couple, a man and a woman. A woman, an adult female.
Dom. Domy.
All right.
Domów.
Dom. 2 domy, 5 domów. Miejsce, w którym ktoś mieszka. A place in which someone lives. And we've got the form domowy, domestic. So dom means a home or house. And immediately we learn things that, if I remember well, are discussed somewhere halfway through the Hurra po polsku A1 level textbook. Parts of the flat or a house, kuchnia, kitchen, łazienka, bathroom, pokój, just a room, przedpokój, hall. And we've got more association, but dom basically means a home or a house as a building.
Sos. Sosy.
Now,
Sosów.
we've had some words related to eating already. We have had sok. That, as far as I can remember, we have seen sok, juice. Now we've got sauce, which means, well, sauce. So we've got some specific types of sauces, like ketchup. Pay attention to the way we pronounce and the way we write. We spell the word for ketchup, basically. Mayonnaise, which is majonez in Polish. Musztarda, the Polish word for mustard. And sos pomidorowy, tomato juice. Well, let's continue.
Kraj. Kraje. Krajów.
Kraj, kraje, krajów. Well, a country. A masculine inanimate word that means a country. And we've got a selection of specific names of countries in Polish that appear throughout the textbooks, such as Australia, Australia, or Brasilia, Brazil. And we can see that it indicates it's some sort of a group noun, even though it may not be the most precise categorization here. State or country.
Czas. Czasy. Czasów.
Czasy, czasów. Remember the word pora? Pora was like part of the day or season of the year. And now we've got the topmost abstract term, time. Czas. So, czas contains moments. So, chwila or moment, other Polish word for moment. And we've got information that czas is more general than historia, a story or history. Or czas is also the umbrella term for przeszłość, the past, and przyszłość, the future.
Raz. Razy. Razy.
And now you may be confused, because if you open a dictionary, you will also see raz translated as time. But now this time we're talking not about time as a general abstract term, but a specific moment, a specific instant when something happens. This is why we can say jeden raz, one time, once, dwa razy, twice, trzy razy, three times, or pięć razy, five times. You could not do this with the word czas, which is just the abstract term for time, the passing of time, the flow of time. Raz is how many times something happens. So it's an instant or a single occasion for some event.
Kod. Kody. Kodów.
Code. Well, code just means code. We can kind of associate it with the word dom, house, or home, because when we have to enter the building, we need perhaps to input the code so that the door opens. So code is just code, and yeah, it's. But there may be other types of codes like kod pocztowy, a postal code, or NIP, which is our personal tax identification number. So yeah, code is a code.
Ser. Sery. Serów.
Sery, serów. We have already seen the word sok, juice, and sauce, basically. And we've got another very simple 3-letter long noun indicating cheese. And we've got two colors here in the definition, biały lub żółty, white or yellow. And we've got an interesting derived form, sernik, cheesecake. and I hope you have tried one in Poland. It's very, very tasty. And we've got a more specific term, ser biały, white cheese. Some people use the term ser biały for cottage cheese, even though we have a dedicated noun twarożek here. So, ser is cheese.
Bilet. Bilety,
final word.
biletów.
And very useful in everyday life. Bilet. A ticket. We've got bilet as ticket. 2 bilety, 2 tickets. 5 biletów, 5 tickets. Okay, and we've got the adjective based on this word, so related to tickets, related to buying tickets. Biletowy. A ticket can be cheap, tani, or it can be a reduced, discounted ticket, ulgowy, bilet ulgowy, for example, for students or people over a certain age. And we've got also the bilet normalny, a regular, 100% fair, 100% price ticket. All right, and that basically sums up the first day experience with a Polish app. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. I really appreciate it. And I would be more than happy to welcome you as a user of Polish app.